Hi, I'm here on Votocracy, and I'd like your vote. I think it would be really good for me, but it would also be good for you. And so I have some issues I'd like to talk about that would explain to you why voting for me would be good for me, but also for you. Just have a few bullet points that I think are important issues that I want to talk about. Um, we'll start off with a pretty easy one. I think I'm pretty big on compromise. There is a lot. Our nation's pretty divided on the idea of reproductive rights as well as gay marriage. And understandably so, people have different opinions, and I'm really big on compromise. So, what I suggest, if elected president, one of the first things that I will take care of is in the area of reproductive rights. Although I lean towards pro-choice, I understand that a lot of people are pro-life. So I swear, if elected, uh, I will leave all Christian, religious people free to not have abortions if they do not want them. As well, with gay marriages, I understand if you are personally opposed to it, and so what I would suggest as a compromise would be that gay marriages would be allowed in the country, but if you're invited to one and you have an issue with the idea, you are not obligated to go or buy a gift, even if you get an invitation, because I know that can be pretty stressful. Um, Another major issue that we have, well, a couple of issues. I think that there's, if you're creative enough, you can fix multiple issues with one fell swoop. So, for example, we have the environment, very, very important. We also have jobs, right? Again, another thing that's very important to everybody, as well as the American obesity problem. So, what I would suggest is I would ban all cars from the country. So, what you have is basically people have to ride bikes or walk. That would take care of the obesity issue. And as well, seriously cut down on carbon monoxide emissions. The environment's pretty happy. And three, it would create a lot of jobs because you would need a lot of people building bikes, maintaining bikes, um, maybe ferrying around the more obese people that can't necessarily balance themselves on a bike or even multiple bikes duct taped together or something like that. So that's a way that by creative problem solving, I think that we can solve a lot of issues. My personal opinion, I'd like to ban cats as well. But as someone who believes strongly in compromise, my wife would be really pissed off. So she has two of them, and they suck. And they're always clawing things, and one of them likes to pee in this corner of the couch. I don't like that, but I'm willing to compromise. We can keep the cats, but I think the cars have to go. That also solves the gas problem. Let's face it. Who gives a crap now? Nobody. Um, what's another one? Budget. We have a budget crisis. People aren't good at balancing the budget. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm a member of the tribe. I'm a brew. We're pretty good at taking care of stuff like that. And, there was a time, I think it was probably 96, I think I made like $14,000 that year. So, if anybody knows how to work around like a limited budget, it's me. I think I was working at a Taco Bell or something. Um, Another issue, terrorism. Obviously, clearly a very important and contentious issue. Let me tell you that I promise the terrorists will not win. Not win, um, in general, or even, if I'm playing Call of Duty against them, or Halo, or Parcheesi, Trivial Pursuit. Um, they don't even stand a chance, honestly. As long as we're playing on American server, I'll have a better ping than them. I'm pretty decent. I'm not that great, but I have friends that are pretty good too, so we can play together. Maybe do a team of American Halo players versus terrorist Halo players, and maybe we could just settle our differences that way. You know, um, what's another one that we could talk about here? Oh, the economy. Obviously, we are in a pretty severe economic crisis, and again, this is creative thinking that fixes one problem, but also fixes multiple problems. So we have an issue with bringing in more revenue, but also we have a pretty overburdened criminal system. So I would be all for legalizing marijuana. I don't smoke pot myself anymore, at least, but I would suggest that marijuana would come with a strong warning that says this will make you dumb or dumber. And maybe we'll make unfunny things like Pineapple Express or The Hangover appear to be funny, but not to watch them not under the influence of marijuana because they're not really funny otherwise. Super bad, I guess, also. But that also solves a lot of the economic issues because you can tax that and make a lot of income off of that. So I think all these are pretty good, pretty safe, easy ways to fix some of the problems that this country faces. And I am here to face those problems head on. And I'm here for you. And yeah, thanks. Aaron Fishbein, live in Seattle, and I hope to have your vote. Cheers.